stay awake for too long. Don't go to bed. I'll make a cup of coffee for your head.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 5. Today we will present our material about interpersonal relationships. So in turn, the first part is a definition. A definition from interpersonal relationships is a strong bond between two or more people refers to interpersonal relationships. Jadi interpersonal relationships atau hubungan antara personal atau antara orang ini merupakan suatu ikatan yang melibatkan antara dua orang atau lebih, ya begitu. Kemudian lanjut ke yang part B, yaitu interpersonal relationships theories. Interpersonal relationships refers to a strong associations amongst individuals with similar tastes, aspirations, and interests in life. Jadi dari interpersonal relationships ini tadi sudah diuraikan oleh para ahli, terbagi atas dua teori. Jadi teori yang pertama yaitu social exchange theory. According to social exchange theory, give and take forms the basis of almost all relationships through their proportions might vary as per the intensity of the relationships. Jadi dalam teori social exchange ini tadi itu adalah suatu pertukaran. Jadi dalam suatu relation atau hubungan itu biasanya ada pertukaran between personal atau antara individu yang terlibat dalam hubungan tersebut. Jadi itu ada pertukaran antara memberi ataupun menerima. Memberi ataupun menerima di sini tidak selalu berupa benda, ya, bisa berupa perkataan, perbuatan, sikap, dan lain sebagainya. Misalkan kita memberi perhatian kepada pasangan kita, atau mungkin kita menerima perhatian dari mereka atau feedback dan segala macam itu, ya. In a relationships, every individual has expectation from his or her partner, because the relationships without expectation is meaningless. Ya, benar saja kan, tidak mungkin ada suatu hubungan tanpa adanya harapan. Karena dari suatu hubungan atau interpersonal relationships ini, masing-masing individu biasanya memiliki harapan atau ekspektasi tertentu terhadap pasangannya. Lanjut ke teori yang kedua, yaitu uncertainty reduction theory. According to the theory, two unknown individuals meeting for the first time go through various stages to reduce the level of uncertainty between them and come closer to each other. Jadi dalam teori ini antara dua individu itu tadi melalui berbagai tahap dalam suatu hubungan. Dimulai dari tahap yang pertama, yaitu entry stage atau tahap permulaan. Ini biasanya saling mengenal dan saling membentuk relation atau hubungan di awal. Jadi ini adalah tahap permulaan, seperti misalnya berkenalan dan lain sebagainya. Kemudian yang kedua yaitu personal stage atau tahap yang lebih lanjut. In this stage biasanya individu itu mengetahui lebih jauh tentang pasangannya, misal seperti mengetahui sikap, kebiasaan, dan lain sebagainya. Ini adalah tahap lebih lanjut dari suatu hubungan. Kemudian yang terakhir yaitu di exit stage. Ini adalah tahap akhir, ya, misalkan seseorang itu merasa tidak cocok atau tidak sesuai dengan pasangannya, dia mungkin bisa mencari yang lebih baik dan lebih cocok. Dan ini adalah tahap yang ketiga, yaitu the exit stage.
Different types of interpersonal relationship. So there are many types of relationship in interpersonal relationship. So the first is friendship. Friendship is an unconditional interpersonal relationship where individuals enter into by their own sweet will and choice. Friendship is a relationship where there are no formalities and individuals enjoy each other's presence. Friendship can be between, the first is man and a woman, or man and man, or woman and a woman. The next is love. An interpersonal relationship characterized by passion, intimacy, trust, and respect is called love. Individuals in a romantic relationship are deeply attached to each other and share a special bond. Must have in a romantic relationship. Two partners must trust each other in this relationship. A sense of respect and mutual admiration is essential. Partners must reciprocate each other's feelings for the charm to stay in the relationship for a longer period of time. The next is platonic relationship. A relationship between two individuals without any feelings or sexual desire for each other is called a platonic relationship. In such a relationship, a man and a woman are just friends and do not mix love with friendship. Sometimes, platonic relationship might end in a romantic relationship with both the partners developing mutual love and falling for each other.
My name is Ahmad Durkhairi and I will continue the presentation. 4. Family relationship. Individuals related by blood or marriage are said to form a family. We have personal needs that can be satisfied only through interacting with others. How fulfilling, productive, meaningful, and satisfying our lives turns out to depend on the quality of the relationship we form with the other people. As we grow, our social circle widens from members of family to peer group and other people in community. Our identities are defined by our interpersonal relationship. It is within our relationship that we discover who we are as a person. In family relationship, by celebrating small events like birthday, marriage, anniversary, and giving them small gifts of their liking, will make them feel important and want for you. This will help in developing a healthy and pleasant relationship between you and your family. Some other points to improve relationship with family: you can spend time with your family, respect them, stay calm while discussing, don't immediately overreact, don't defensive, avoid putting down your parents' ideas and beliefs, seek permission for going out or staying out late, and help them in routine work. Okay, next. 5. Professional relationship or work relationship. There are two types of relationship: professional and personal. Professional relationships are just for the purpose of getting your work done. They help you advance your career and would not exist if not for your job. In professional relationship, we might genuinely like other person, we might even look out for each other and support one another. Still, this type of relationship is about helping the other person get ahead in their career. For personal relationship at work, those you have in the workplace for social reason, they don't impact your job other than they improve your workplace satisfaction by up to 96% and keep you sane. In personal relationship, we value the quality of the connection with the other person. The closeness is an objective in itself. We spend time with friends and family because it feels good to be with them. We care about each other. We want the best for each other and be there for each other. These categories of work relationship are not mutually exclusive. Some people will fall into both the professional and personal categories. These are the truly important relationships that make work fun and productive.
After we explain about the definition and then the theories and the types of interpersonal relationship, the next thing that we would like to explain is phases of interpersonal relationship. There are 4 phases of interpersonal relationship. The first one is orientation. So to start, the orientation is by starting a conversation, any shorts, the basic way to start any conversation is by saying greetings like hi, hello, how are you? And after we start the conversation, we leads to sharing. Sharing in here is a little bit information about ourselves to the listeners. Example is our name. Hi, my name is Galuh. So after that is identifying the problems. By identifying the problems, we're looking for choices and other several options and sharing them. Next, we developing a trustworthy relationship by clarifying doubts, sharing perceptions, conveying needs, and etc. Identifying problem in here is the simple example is by asking for directions maybe. And then by asking direction, we trust the listener to give us their perceptions in trustworthy and honestly way. That is orientation. Next, the second phase is identification. By approaching and understanding, we approach someone by start the conversation and then understanding. In understanding here is can be shared, leads to sharing, like we share about ourselves, we understanding their name. Example, and then avoid all the distractions for communication to be more effective. In here, we must avoid distractions. Example is we speak to someone and then beside us there is any other conversations that doesn't belong in our conversation. So the first thing is we must look at the eye of our partner conversation to show that we listen to our conversation and not to conversations beside us. Next is identifying the problems and helping others. We identify the problems like we asking about the directions and then helping others. If we as a listener, someone come to us and asks about direction, we helping them by giving them our perceptions. Next, as this take place, our feelings as well as the listeners boost up and gives us a feeling of belonging by trusting someone when we ask about directions, and then by giving a trustworthy answer when someone asking us, we give them and they give us a feeling of belonging. Next phase is third phase, that is exploitations. In this, the listener is made to understand the problem by all available avenue. So we as the listeners must understand the problems that happen. And then we are supposed to extend for any minimal assistance needed by others to understand the problem. Listeners starts exploring instead of asking help. So next, finally, the person is ready to deal with the problem. By in third place exploitation, we must make sure that the listeners is understand about the problem, and then by understanding it, we minimize the assistance needed. And then when by understanding it also, the listeners start exploiting the problem instead of asking to other people. Fourth phase, that is resolution, starts with determination of professional relationship. and then collaborative efforts have been already made early amongst the communicators. No physical dependence must persist between them if it's an outsider or not a well-known. And then the relationship must be terminated by just maintaining a healthy and friendly relationship.
There are 6 factors that affecting interpersonal relationship. The first is communication, the second is honesty, the third is stay calm, the fourth is forgiving, the fifth is smile, the sixth is time. Communication. Communication plays a pivotal role in all types of relationship, whether it is personal or professional. Individuals need to communicate with each other effectively for better understanding. Staying in touch is essential. In professional relationship as well, colleagues must communicate well for better bonding. Sit with your coworkers and discuss issues face to face to reach a mutually acceptable solution. The second is honesty. Be honest in a relationship. Think before you speak. Transparency is important in relationships. The third is stay calm. Do not overreact on everything. Stay calm, be a little more adjusting, and try to be the first one to say sorry. It will solve half of your problem. The fourth is forgiving. An individual needs to be a little more forgiving in relationships. Do not drag issues unnecessarily. Fighting over small issues is foolish and make the situation all the worse. Smile. As they say, smile is the curve that makes everything alright. Flash your smile more often. Take care of your facial expression while interacting with the other persons. The last is time. Time plays an important role in a relationship. Frustration arises when people do not have time to meet or interact with each other. Even in an organization, individuals must spend quality time with their coworkers to strengthen the bond amongst themselves. Every relationship needs time and individual effort to grow. Thank you.
Don't stay